All right, everybody, welcome to Mission Country on the Roll, and we're going to start off with one of my favorites, lots of coffee. I don't smoke, and I don't drink that hard stuff, so her leaving, Lord, it took me by surprise, unequipped for the usual reaction. Well, I had to find me a way to survive, so I drank lots of coffee to stay alive. Yeah, Folgers should be proud of me, 'cause I can't eat and I can't sleep, but I can drink lots of coffee. They ought to put my picture on their can, advertise that because of them I escaped insanity, drinking lots of coffee. I drink lots of coffee. All my friends say that I'll find somebody new, and that I should not embrace this coffee pot. Oh, but a man, he needs something to hold on to. This hot brew is good to the last drop, so I just fill another cup up to the top. Yeah, Folgers should be proud of me, 'cause I can't eat and I can't sleep, but I can drink lots of coffee. They ought to put my picture on their can, advertise that because of them I escaped insanity, drinking lots of coffee. I drink lots of coffee. Some folks go a little crazy, others head straight for the bar. I just drive around in circles with my arm around this thermos in my car, Lord, 'cause the Folgers should be proud of me, 'cause I can't eat and I can't sleep, but I can drink lots of coffee. They ought to put my picture on their can, advertise that because of them I escaped insanity, drinking lots of coffee. I drink lots of coffee. Yeah, I still drink a lot of coffee. Yeah, all right. Welcome, everybody, to Mission Country on the Roll. We are excited to have you along with us tonight. Thank you for joining us. We're on 3 nights a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evening at 7 p.m. Central. So don't forget those times, and you will know that that's when we come on. Each of those show nights, we give away a free CD. So you want to be sure and get your name in the hat each of those nights. Well, how do you do it? Well, I'm going to tell you. Come in early, and you comment here 4:30. One time, we'll connect that comment to your name, and that's what will get your name in the hat for the free giveaway. So be sure and do that each night. Get me just a little bit of this hot beverage here to get moving on. And want to welcome all of our TikTok folks. God bless you for being on tonight. Thank you for being with us. TikTok is just growing by leaps and bounds for our channel. We have picked up, I don't know, probably in the last month, we picked up 15,000 followers or better. And we're now, I think today, I seen where we were 94,000 followers strong. So we're very excited about that. We have a Phone in Heaven short reel on Facebook that is now at 1.5 million views. So that's pretty cool. And it's still going. And of course, Dad and I have a 1.1 million view count on a video that we did. And so a lot of videos, a lot of you guys are watching, and we just want to say we appreciate you watching. And be sure and share those. Feel free to comment and share them around. And we really appreciate you doing that, and it helps us so much. All of our YouTubers, God bless you. Thank you. Welcome to Mission Country on the Road. And so many of you, that YouTube has grown as far as our live audience there quite a bit. We now have anywhere from 25 to 35 regulars that are coming on there each show night, so that's cool. And also, we don't want to forget about our not our TikToker, but our Facebookers too. Thank you guys, and I want to remind you that you can give those stars and donations. TikTok, tap that screen, that helps us a lot. Thank you for your gifts. And of course, on YouTube and Facebook or anywhere, you can go to MikeManuel.com, hit the donate button, and you can donate if you'd like to. Just kind of help us out, and we will appreciate it. Enough said about all of that. We're just here to have a good time and sing you some uplifting music that will put a smile on your face, possibly a tear in your eye, but it's all for the right reasons. So get you a cup of coffee or a cup of whatever and join us tonight. And I'm still drinking a little bit out of this. Had a little extra that I did more in my cup, so there we go. So thanks to everyone. All right, well, let's do this one right here. These songs are also available on all of the popular platforms like Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, all that stuff. Any of that, you can download our music as well as buy the CDs that are available at MikeManuel.com. I think I got all the announcements, at least the preliminary ones. They're starting out here. Want to do you one that we wrote many years ago. If you want to hear the blues, I can't help you. I don't know how to sing the blues no more. And if you're thinking that some old sad song might inspire you, well, there'll be no inspiration from that old world. It's so hard to sing the blues when you got everything a man could want. Oh, like a family and a home and the Lord above. You know it sounds too good to be true, but it's not 'cause I'm living proof. It's a feeling like brand new when you lose the blues. If you ask me what it was that changed the color of my old world and washed my blues away, then I'd have to tell you how this carpenter, he took some red blood. Oh, and he painted me with mercy till he covered all my shame. Now it's so hard to sing the blues when you got everything that a man could want. Oh, like a family and a home and the Lord above. You know it sounds too good to be true. Oh, but it's not 'cause I'm living proof. It's a feeling like brand new when you lose the blues. A feeling like brand new when you lose the blues. Yeah, when you lose the blues. And we try to keep you from having them blues around here at Mission Country on the Row. Let me get me a little more of this. Good stuff. I tell you, if you want to know what some people probably wonder, what is he drinking? I'm drinking some ginger tea. It's hot, and just boiled it up just a few minutes ago and strained it, and it is hitting the spot. Man, it feels good on my throat too. So anyway. Oh, yeah. I wanted to do one here if I can remember what key it's in. I'll figure it out. I'll fumble around till I hit on something that works. A piano and an organ, a trumpet and 5 accordions. Me on a flat top between 2 saxophones. You get that picture? All the joyful noise we made in that 2-bench choir loft makes me smile when I think about our little church back home. Well, it was all for one and one for all when someone gave an altar call. Then we'd scream for hours till our throats would hurt. We'd wear those sinners down till their lost souls could be found. Yeah, it's all on the long list of things I left at church. And I'm glad I'm free and they're only memories. The fear is gone that used to scare the hell right out of me. I'm no longer just a sin away from a big old scary judgment day that could happen any moment and I might burn. These are some things I left at church. Well, today I'm a different man. Think I finally understand. Bricks, walls, and programs are not the church. My body is his temple, and his spirit lives inside. And it's not what I do, but what he does in my life. And I wouldn't change one thing if I could do it all again. 'Cause where I am today is built on where I've been. And I'm glad I'm free and they're only memories. Fear is gone that used to scare the hell right out of me. I'm no longer just a sin away from a big old scary judgment day that could happen any moment and I might burn. These are some things I left at church. These are some things I left at church. Yeah, well, I got through that one. I hadn't played that live on the acoustic in a while, and I'm no guitar player by any means, but I made it through.
Let's not forget about Betty Clark, her birthday.
Oh, we got a birthday that has kind of slipped by us on Sunday. Miss Betty Card had a birthday, and we just found out about it, and so we want to celebrate with her. And if she's listening tonight, Betty, we wish you the very happiest of birthdays. And if you're like a lot of people, Sunday might have been your birthday, but it's birthday week. So keep celebrating until you get all that celebration done, because we want to celebrate with you here on Wednesday night. So let's do this right now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Betty Carr. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Betty. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Patricia, Katrina Rhodes, just a few here. Janelle Siprit. Who else we got here? Elaine Humphreys, Trini Sandblom, Blaze Smith, Michael Rogers, Richard Ryan, just to name a few here on Facebook that I pull this up a little closer. You're welcome, Betty. You know you're always welcome. Betty always puts them purple hearts, so that always stands out. Denise Bumford, good to have you. All right, let's see. Julie Bonner, Shirley Godfrey, Wanda Hughes, Michael Bentley, Gabe Austin, Lily, Penny Allen. Anyway, I think I got most of the YouTubers there. And of course, down here I can't see my TikTok. But I know you guys are on, and I love you and appreciate you. Thank you for being on. Neville, good to have you. Oh, wait a minute, I got a helper here. We got Rose. Thank you, Rose. Somebody else there says I had a good voice. Well, that's so kind. Thank you. Justin Cox, Barbara Cantu, and Baton Rouge John is on tonight. Thank you guys for joining us here on TikTok, and we appreciate it. Tap that screen and make them know that you're here. All right. Well, that's a good little run there. Thank you so much. Yeah, that song, These Are Some Things I Left at Church. You know, I really wouldn't give anything for all of the things, all of my experiences. We started going to church regular when I was about 11 years old, and so I was going for a while and learned a lot of good things, had a lot of good times, a lot of good experience, and I have moved on from a lot of those things because I've learned a little more about what this is really all about. And I want you to know, if somebody has made you feel like you're inadequate and you don't meet up to the standards of being qualified, you are already a son or a daughter of God. I want you to know, when you were born, he'd already been to the cross and said it was finished. So that was before you was born. So it's just a matter of acknowledging what he's done and saying, hey, I'm on this team, and getting with us here. So anyway, that's kind of what that song's about, and it really is true. Used to get in our little church, had one of them little 2-bench choir lofts, and man, there was 5 accordions, 5 ladies that played those accordions. Old folks called them push organs. and so 5 accordions on that back one, and then we had an alto sax and a tenor sax and a trumpet. And I was down there trying to learn how to play the guitar, and should have spent some more time. Evidently didn't learn it all, but that was the setup. And then out front you had a piano and an organ. And man, music was a big part of church services. But I've learned a lot since then. And I'm glad to say that I've graduated into understanding who God is and what He really is looking for in our lives. And that is just for us to love one another. That's what it's all about. I'll give me some more of that. That's good right there. So anyway, as you guys know, we do a lot of singing, have a lot of songs about mama, and mamas are very special to us. And I want to do a song that I wrote and released back in, I believe, 2016 on Mother's Day. It's called Mama and Jesus Kept Pulling Me Through. All right, you ready? On the outskirts of a small town, down a dirt road, on a hill, in an old white frame house, at a chair she would kneel. My burdens were lifted every time she spoke my name. Yeah, God smiled at the devil when my mama prayed. Yeah, I know about crazy living outside the lines, and I've been too far gone, way too many times. It's no wonder I'm happy, Lord, and feeling brand new, 'cause Mama and Jesus, they kept pulling me through. You'd think that by now I'd be farther along. Oh, but trouble still grows easy from the bad seeds I've sown. But I stand here forgiven, and all the credit, Lord, it's due to Mama and Jesus for pulling me through. Her old chair, it don't match nothing in this new house of mine, but I keep it to remind me of each tear that Mama cried. She's gone to heaven. Someday I will go too, 'cause Mama and Jesus, they kept pulling me through. She's gone to heaven. Someday I will go too, 'cause Mama and Jesus, they kept pulling me through. Yeah, Mama and Jesus kept pulling me through. We love the mamas and we honor them. And anyway, you know that if you've been around this much. This is your first time here, I want to tell you again, just sit back and enjoy. There's no expectations. There's nothing you got to meet up to. Just enjoy the music and a frequency of love. There's a vibe here that will make you want to know more about what's going on. And you know, sometimes you can sure tell when you're around somebody that puts off a bad vibe, and you can tell when you're comfortable around someone and there's a good vibe. We think the frequency around here is on the top shelf. We believe it. And because we try to put out a frequency of love. And, you know, it's just like those televisions or radio stations that get a little fuzzy. If they're not coming in clear, maybe you want to dial in that frequency and move to another channel to where you can feel comfortable and have a good feeling about what you're doing. And nobody made you come here. You didn't have to, but you're here, and we appreciate it. And we're honored that you want to be a part of us. So let me see here. What else we can do? Oh, yeah. Well, I think I was all right. Let me get back to that. I want to do this course. Dad and I do it when I'm able to get him to be on the show and do some videos. And there's a land that is fairer than day, and by faith we can see it afar. For the Father waits over the way to prepare us a dwelling place there. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. And we shall sing on that beautiful shore the melodious songs of the blessed, and our spirit will sorrow no more. Not a sign for the blessing of rest. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. In the sweet by and by, oh, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. In the sweet by and by, oh, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. We shall meet on that beautiful shore. Yeah, I love singing that song. Dad and I guess way back, as far back as the 80s, we were singing that song together in church, and he'd take off and I'd sing some harmony with him, and great memories. And he's been a little slow the last few weeks here, and when he gets charged back up, I'm sure we'll get some more singing out of him. But until then, I'll be putting up some ones we've done, and a lot of people haven't heard all of them, so you'll get to enjoy them as well. All right. She didn't own a home, never drove a car, but if you knew her, she lived for treasures that money cannot buy. In a two-room flat on borrowed ground, family and friends came from miles around to share a cup of coffee and one of her fried pies. Oh, what I would give to hear her say, "You run me to town today, and if you have time when you stop by, I'll fix you something to eat." We could learn if we tried the secret of her simple life, the love of God and the love of family. She'd work a miracle with just a few things, then she'd spread a feast fit for a king. And I remember she always said, "This ain't gonna be no count." But I sat by her bed those last few days, held her hand and I heard her say, "Son, you're beautiful and I love you, there's no doubt." But what I would give to hear her say, "Could you run me to town today? And if you have time when you stop by, I'll fix you something to eat." Oh, we could learn if we tried the secret of her simple life, the love of God and the love of family. Now she looks down from the happy side of forever, while we look through the questions and this pain. And through our tears we hear her voice asking us to make the right choice, not let foolish pride stand in our way. But what I would give to hear her say, "Could you run me to town today? And if you have time when you stop by, I'll fix you something to eat." We could learn if we tried the secret of her simple life, the love of God and the love of family. It was the love of God and the love of family. Yeah, it's called Granny's Song, and it's on the back in the Country Again CD. And remember, we have that special where you can get all 8 of our CDs, all of them. That's 96 unrepeated songs for $90 plus shipping and handling anywhere in the world. So go to MikeManuel.com, check that out. And of course, you don't have to buy all of them. That's just a good bundle deal. We also have Phone in Heaven coffee mugs. I'm holding one right here. And you can get those at MikeManuel.com. We have our Countryside of the Cross coffee mug, which is a red and white mug. and it's available there. We've got the CDs. You can buy them individually. We've got Phone in Heaven t-shirts in all kind of sizes and colors, and we've got the Infected by Grace tees, as well as our brand and smoke and buckle t-shirts, we call them. We've got a Countryside of the Cross. We just got a lot of stuff. You just got to go see it. And when you go to MikeManuel.com, you'll kind of be on what's really known as a landing page. And when you decide what you want and click on it, it will then link you to our current site with the current prices. And so if you see something and it don't come out to be the same as when you clicked on it, that's an old site, and our webmaster had to suddenly abruptly quit, and we just haven't been able to do anything about that yet. But we do have links when you click on it, takes you to the current pricing. And anyway, just throwing that in every once in a while so people know. But we have a lot of stuff there that you can get, some package deals, some bundles, and we hope that you will check that out. And anyway, let's see what we can do here. I believe I want to do this one right here. All right, it's called, now they call him Hope for short, because if you're hopeless and you take less off of the word hopeless, you have hope again. Only God could figure that out. So this is what this song is. His name was Hopeless. He lived in a town called Misery. His friends, pain and heartache, they lived just down the street. And every time he tried to get out of town, they would stand in his way. One thing for sure about old Hopeless, he'd always lived up to his name. But then one day he got some news of a new road coming in. It was a street that they call love, and it came right to where he lived. So he started walking and following the signs to a town called Calvary. He took a right turn at that old crossroad, and it led him up to victory. Now they call him Hope for short. His old name don't fit anymore. Hey, he lost some friends when he left that old town, but you ought to see who's been hanging around. Peace comes over and he won't leave, and joy is just like family. He ain't hopeless anymore, and that's why they call him Hope for short. I was that man called hopeless, just as hopeless as you could be. Oh, but love built a road to where I was, and it led me to Calvary. Oh, and you may be out there thinking that you've tried and failed before, but on this road called love, you get help from above. You don't have to be hopeless anymore. Now they call him Hope for short. His old name don't fit anymore. Oh, now he lost some friends when he left that old town, but you ought to see who's been hanging around. Peace comes over and He won't leave, and joy is just like family. He ain't hopeless anymore, and that's why they call Him Hope Assured. No, I'm not hopeless anymore, and that's why they call me Hope Assured. Now they call me Hope for short. All right. Well, here we are already at the top of our program, and it's time to give away that CD. So would you help me congratulate Nikki Brown? Nikki Brown, Nikki Brown, Nikki Brown is our winner tonight. Congratulations to you, Nikki. And here's what you need to do. Private message us on Facebook Messenger with your email address and your physical address. That's private messages on Facebook Messenger with your email address and your physical address. And when we get all that information, we've got a CD that we're going to send to you. Now, here is the moral of the story, or the rest of the story. We can't do anything until you send us that information. So here we are waiting on that. All right? That sound like a good deal? I hope it does. And congratulations to Nikki Brown. Well, good morning, Jesus. Yes, it's me again. But I did not call this time to get forgiveness for all those sins. I called to talk to Mama, and I know she's there with you. If there's a phone up in heaven, then Jesus put me through and give me one more chance to tell her that I love her. Oh, let me hear Mama's sweet voice one more time, for I want her to know how much I'm thinking of her. Oh, and if there's a phone up in heaven, put my mama on the line. All those things I should have told her while I still had that chance. Oh, but one day, Lord, you took her without warning in advance. And I'm begging now, please give me one last opportunity. Oh, and if you've got a phone there in heaven, let my mama talk to me and give me one more chance to tell her that I love her. Oh, let me hear Mama's sweet voice one more time, for I want her to know how much I'm thinking of her. Oh, and if there's a phone up in heaven, put my mama on the line. there's a phone up in heaven. Put my mama on the line. All right, well, here we are at the end. God bless you. Thank you so much. We will be back tomorrow, same place, 7 p.m. Central, and we'll be looking for your name to pop up on the comment board. So until then,